Okay, in today's lesson, we're going to be looking at different phrases that you can use for connecting opinions. You remember from the IELTS speaking assessment grid that you are marked on your fluency and coherence, which also involves developing your answers and organising ideas logically, just like Spock says here. I do, however, have some bad news for you. And because are dead. Now that's completely not true, and because are very useful phrases. But to get a high score in the IELTS speaking test, you need to know a range of connectives that you can use fluently. So I'm going to give you some examples. There are a few different types of connectives you can use, but the first one we'll be looking at is listing. Here's an example question. Okay, the first connective is to begin with, or you can also use first of all. To begin with, my mother taught me recipes when I was a child. To be honest, I've never really been good at it. Another point to add is that when I left home, my boyfriend cooked all the time. So I still haven't really learnt how to cook. To contrast your ideas and to change your dialogue to show another point of view, you can use the following connectives. On the other hand, I feel it is equally important to think about sustainability than just simply how delicious food tastes. And this is a very common connective that you can use to show contrast. However, I always like trying and learning new skills. Maybe in the future I could try cooking and that will change my mind. And we also have even so, or you could also use yet. Even so, I understand why many people don't learn how to cook, as there's so many easy and convenient alternatives. Okay, and in the final section for connectives, we have summarizing and giving your final points and ideas. So up first, we have overall, a very common connective that you can use. Here's an example. Overall, I wouldn't know what to do if I couldn't eat food from other countries. Food from my country is bland, so it's very important to me. And then we have all things considered. This is a very good connective to use. All things considered, I'm not so adventurous with my eating habits. Maybe it's time I took a few more risks. Okay, so there's some really solid examples for you. I've actually got one bonus phrase that I would like you to take a look at. It's quite advanced, and if you can use this correctly in your speaking, it's sure to get you an extra point or two. Let's take a look at it. You may be wondering why this picture has appeared on your screen. Now, bear with me. This is actually a cue for an idiomatic expression, and of course idioms, if used correctly, can earn you extra points. The phrase I'd like to show you is, to put it in a nutshell. This can be used when you're going to explain something long and complicated, but in its shortest terms. I'll give you an example now. I believe that schools are important for many different reasons, but to put it in a nutshell, the better your teachers, the better your employment opportunities. Okay, I wouldn't advise that you stop there and finish talking about the topic. Remember, you're marked on giving ideas and your speaking skills, so continue to give relevant information. That's the end of the lesson on connecting ideas and using connectives. I hope you found it useful, and I'll see you soon.